Hi there, folks. Welcome to Sundsvall that at the moment have a really nice winter weather, and for one, it is not that cold outside. However, a cold is exactly what I've been having for the past weeks, which is the reason why I haven't been doing that much videos now for a while. So I'm sorry for that. But and we're also approaching Christmas. A lot of things to do during the Christmas time. But I'm going to continue with my year chart. I have come to 1990, the top 25 best songs from the year 1990. And 1990 was the year when I left high school and started gymnasium. And it was kind of a period that I really actually liked, because it was a time that stood right in the middle of something old, the 80s, and and something new, the 90s. And you could hear influences of both in the music, and that's what I really like. So 1990 was a really good year, and also 91 when we come to that also. But 1990 had some really great stuff, and some new names that popped up, and some older names that still had hits, and a nice blend of these two. So top 25 best songs from 1990. And as usual, we take a little check also on how it looks like underneath. So here comes the places 50 to 26. That was places 50 to 26. As you can see, it will be a whole lot of Swedish names here that I hope that maybe you get interested in, or that that you won't get all that annoyed with. But was a really great time for Swedish music here in the middle of 80s and 90s. So let's start with number 25. And we have a proof of something new that was coming. New, more modern dance music, more techno-like you might call it, combined with some house, and a real classic, a real amazing production with Blue Pearl and Naked in the Rain. Blue Pearl, who unfortunately had only this as her main hit. She didn't have all that much bigger hits after this, unfortunately, because she made the Blue Pearl project did many great songs that sounded like this, with some little techno style mixed with soul and house. And Naked in the Rain is a really soothing dance track that I really like. 24, coming to one of the bigger hits this year, at least here in Sweden. This is a name that it's a little so-so, and has hit during the 80s also, but those were not all that interesting. Each Time You Break My Heart was pretty okay. But this is by far the best song from him, from Nick Cayman, and I Promised Myself, the jeans model guy that he was famous for before starting to make music. And this is a really nice pop song, very nice produced, really great guitar, and always been a fan of this one. 23, and we're coming to a song that today is sadly forgotten. It was a pretty big hit back when it came, but today hardly anyone remembers her. Jane Child and the song "Don't Wanna Fall in Love," a real soul disco classic. I just love the production, the beat in this one, and I heard the first time in Swedish radio when it came, and it knocked me off my feet from the very beginning. So it is natural for it to have a place here. Number 22. We're coming to the first song that I don't have on 7-inch that I have to show a full-length album by, and it is a really nice ballad, nostalgia from that summer, from Gary Moore, and of course the title track, Still Got the Blues. When Gary Moore left his more heavy metal style and start focus on becoming a blues guitarist. And he did that so good that even me, who not all that interested or into blues music, actually got fascinated by it, because he's a magnificent guitar player, Gary Moore. So it actually, even I have been interested in Gary Moore's blues projects. So Still Got the Blues, a fantastic ballad that I remember from this summer. We have now number 21. I have two songs that I don't have in any fashion. I don't have the single, I can't show an album. Well, in this case I have the album cassette, but I can't seem to find it right now. So I can't show anything. Two songs that I can't show anything. And this is also the first Swedish entry. Number 21, Pontus och Amerikanerna. Pontus and the Americans, and a song called En blå dag, a blue day. Pontus och Amerikanerna was a band that made nice little 60s sounding Swedish pop, and with very, very smart and very funny lyrics. And Blue Day and Blå dag is a really nice soft ballad with strings and very, very, very still happy feeling. So I really always been a fan of this song. Number 20, we're coming to a band that I can promise that this band you will see a whole lot in this video. And who am I talking about? Of course, Depeche Mode, because they released one of the best albums in history in Violator this year. So of course there are some songs from that on this chart. Starting with Enjoy the Silence, which were the biggest hit from that album. It's still a classic, it's still a fantastic song. The reason why it is a little lower than the rest is that I might have listened on it a little too much, but still it is so well made. So number 20, Depeche Mode, Enjoy the Silence. 19, we have another Swedish. This is a very touching and nice ballad by singer-songwriter Niklas Strömstedt, and a song called Vart du än går, Wherever You Go. And it is a really touching, very nice ballad, very relaxing ballad that I always loved. 18, it comes a band that might be a little bit surprising to many. I'm not going to say that I am a fan of this band, but they have a few songs that actually are good, even though I would not consider myself a fan by them. I'm talking about the Kids, New Kids on the Block. Step by Step is a great song. And Tonight is by far their best song. Their little Beatles pastiche. A lot of Beatles sounds in the around this time, 89, 90. But you had Sound You See Some Love also, and Hansson and McConnell had a lot of Beatles feeling in their sound. And New Kids on the Block Tonight, cheesy lyrics. I have to say that, very cheesy lyrics, but the production and the sound in this one is so amazing. So I can't stop loving it still nonetheless. So number 18, Tonight, New Kids on the Block. Number 17, here we come to the other song that I can't show, that I don't have the single or the album. I want to have the single one day. A band that also here is considered a bit of a one-hit wonder. They Might Be Giants and Birdhouse in Your Soul. They Might Be Giants, as you can tell by the band name, was a band that was a little special, a little with a lot of irony, with a lot of funny stuff, funny band. And Birdhouse in Your Soul is such an amazing and happy. It's hard to not have the smiling from ear to ear when you hear this song, because it is so really funny and really happy song. So I get a smile on my face every time I hear it. Coming to number 16, it comes to a lady that I think had her best years during this period. Some of her best songs came out during this period. I'm talking about Belinda Carlisle, and at number 16 we have We Want the Same Thing. Extremely catchy song, really sing along style in this one, but really powerful sound and catchy, and I've always been a fan of this song. Maybe one of Belinda Carlisle's absolute best songs in my opinion. And then it doesn't lack of competition in that. Coming to number 15, and having an artist that in this case I'm showing a compilation. I thought I had a single, but I obviously don't. I'm talking about Richard Marx and a song from the Repeat Offender album. There were 2 singles released from that album this year, and one of them were a ballad called Children of the Night, which is a song that has been with me from the start, because I think that the atmosphere in that song is fantastic. A real fantastic song. And one of few songs that I know also that has a fading intro. But a real nice ballad, real relaxing and amazing mood, amazing atmosphere. 14 also was another amazing album that was released this year that will leave its mark on this chart. Talking about Pet Shop Boys album Behavior, and an album that were not all that synth influenced. It was a little bit more synthesizers, more of a common instrument. You could hear guitars and so on in that. But still, it was a really nice album, which also gave this fantastic song, Being Boring. and a real nice and dreamy sound, and amazing lyrics, amazing sound. Real classic. Being Boarding, Pet Shop Boys, number 14. 13. Like 1989, there were a whole lot of great stuff from the Stock Aitken and Waterman factory in the UK, and one of the absolute best of this year was, of course, Kylie Minogue. And this song is also a song connected with the summer 1990 that I remembered from. Summer nostalgia. Better the Devil You Know. A real disco pearl that is like candy for me. I love, really nice. I really love this song. Kylie Minogue, Better the Devil You Know. 12. We come to more Swedish. My favorite singer-songwriter, Peter Lemark, and a song that I remember when I bought this single, a song called Mellan dig och mig, Between You and Me. Peter Lemark, and I remember when I heard the first time, I just ran down to the record store when I heard the first time in 1990 and said to the seller, "This is one of his absolute best." And the seller responded by, "Yes, and it's also his latest." So really nice, almost little disco track, which is not very common when it comes to Peter Lemark, but it's a really great song. 11. More Richard Marx. I said there were 2 singles from Repeat Offender this year, and the other one, or should I say the first one, singles of this year from him, is on number 11. And this is, in comparing to Children of the Night, this is a real rock classic. Too Late to Say Goodbye. Just love the energy. I love the energy and the sound in this one. Really a great rock song by Richard Marx. That proves that Richard Marx is not only a ballad, a king of ballads. He's also an artist that can do really great rock and roll stuff also. Number 10. Now we're coming into top 10. And number 10 we have instrumental, because Jean-Michel Jarre, the French instrumentalist, released an album called Waiting for Cousteau. This is a compilation I picked, but on number 10 we have Calypso 1. Or should I say Calypso 1? Calypso 1. And really amazing synthesizer calypso. Also another song that puts a smile on my face when I hear it, because it is so really happy song. It's hard not to smile when you hear it. And Calypso is a fantastic produced and really summary track. Calypso. So Calypso on number 10. Number 9, a band that normally is connected to the 80s, but released also this song in 1990, and I heard it on Swedish radio and I fell in love with it from the very beginning. This is Australian band Icehouse, famous for their song Hey Little Girl, and normally they're part of the new wave era in the 80s. Here they went into some more rockier style, AOR style almost. Didn't become all that big, but still this is a song that has been following me for all my life because I really think it's an amazing, amazing song. Touch the Fire, Ice House, number 9. Number 8, More From Behavior, the Pet Shop Boys album, and their biggest hits, or at least it was here in Sweden, I think. The first song, the first single, So Hard. Fantastic, fantastic song with really, really nice, intelligent lyrics about a couple start to look suspicious at each other. I like the lyric phrase, "We've both given up smoking because it's fatal. So whose matches are those?" I just love it. And it's a really, really nice lyric. Really, this is vintage Pet Shop Boys. It's maybe the most vintage Pet Shop Boys on the Behavior album. Number 7, also a classic that is a nostalgia from the summer for me. I'm talking about a song that I guess everybody have heard, but I can't get enough of this one. Hearts, All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You. Me and the high school class were at a trip this year to Copenhagen in Denmark, as the last thing we did before splitting up. And there I bought in Malmö. I bought the album of Heart, Brigade, and I listened to this song over and over this summer. Really, really nice. I should be tired of it, but I can't get enough of it because it's so really, really, really great rock ballad. Number 6, and now more from the best album ever. One of the best albums ever, I should say. Depeche Mode's Violator. And in this case, it is very much connected to this. Because in the very same record store in Malmö that I bought the Brigade album, I also bought at the same time this 7-inch, Depeche Mode's Pulse of Truth. This is the very same single that I bought in 1990 in that trip, so I still have it. Fantastic, fantastic sound. Really, really amazing Depeche Mode song. Proof that synth pop was not dead one bit, just because we're stepping into the 90s. And here comes another proof at number 5. More synth pop, or synth based music anyway. This is a amazing, relaxing song. The sound is so fantastic. The Beloved and their classic song, Time After Time. Really fantastic atmosphere. Dreamy, floating atmosphere. Amazing produced, amazing sound. And also another song I can listen to over and over. Time After Time by The Beloved. Number 4. We're coming to a Swedish song that I have stuck in between here. Leaving the synthesizers for a bit and putting in some rock tracks, some rock feeling, and some kind of little horns, and we get one of the most funkiest rock tracks that I know. Swedish singer Louise Hofsten, who is a blues rock singer that I like very much, and the song Yeah Yeah, sung in Swedish. And it is having a very funny, ironic lyric, and it also has a fantastic set of horns in this one. It's real energy in this one that I really like. Listen to this over and over. I did actually back in 1990 another top 50 at the New Year's Eve that year. And back then I placed Yeah Yeah at number 1. Today, when I'm making it 2023, I place it at number 4. So it's still up there in the top, even though 3 other songs has passed it. But still a fantastic song. Now we're going back to synth pop again, and yes, more from Violator, because at number 3, World in My Eyes. This is one of my absolute favorite Depeche Mode songs ever, because I just love the mood, the mysterious, little dark feeling in it. I like the production is so amazing, and this is also a really great EP. I call it EP because it contains 2 songs as a B-side, Happiest Girl and Sea of Sin. That also both of them are really great. So World in My Eyes, a fantastic Depeche Mode song that I can't understand why it didn't become a bigger hit. Number 2, now we're up there close, and at number 2 we have one of those songs that we all have had in our lives, that just when you hear it the first time, it just knocks you off your feet, and you realize you heard something unique. In this case, I was listening to radio and a Swedish program called Metropol, and they had a part in that program where where a couple of celebrities was going to guess whether a couple of songs were going to be a hit or failure on the hit charts. And then this song played. I never heard this song before when they played it, but I heard on the synthesizers in the beginning that, Jesus, this is awesome. And it was KLF and What Time Is Love. And it was such an amazing song that I just I almost fell down on the floor by shock on how amazing it was. So I wished, on my wish list for Christmas was this 45, and I got it, as you can see, because this is the 45 I got for Christmas in 1990. And still an amazing song that is a fantastic produced. So hats off to Bill Drummond and Jim Cauty for an amazing job well done with the song. So we have one place left. Number 1. Numero uno. Nummer 1. Number 1. And yes, it is a song from Violator. This is one of the best songs ever, in my opinion. And it is not one of the singles, because those I've already shown. This is an album track for once. I think it's the first time I've shown an album track as number 1. So at number 1 from Violator is the song Halo. And Halo is a genuine Depeche Mode with this is synth pop in its ace. It is such an amazing song that has so nice beat, little darkness in the edges, fantastic dreamy production, and still it has catchy melody. I don't understand why it was released as a single. It should have, because it could have been a really great hit. But Halo by Depeche Mode, my number one 1990. So that was my my top 25 from 1990, and I just passed 30 minutes right now. So this will be my final video before Christmas. So I will take the opportunity to wish every one of you a very happy Christmas, a very merry Christmas, and eat a lot of food, hopefully, and spend time with your loved ones, enjoy the lights and then the Christmas feeling. Next time I would do my annual year in review, and I will do it. Normally I do it on New Year's Eve. I release it on New Year's Eve, but in this case I will release it earlier because I have a lot of stuff to do before that also. Year charts from 2023 and so on. So it will be released sometimes during next week, in the middle of next week, hopefully. So until next time, I hope that you have a really nice time and Christmas, no matter where you are, no matter what you do. Take care and so long.